All right, all right, all right. Here we are. We're live. We're ready.
And we're live.
Welcome back. There's no Gauntz today. Someone had to pick up a shift for somebody else at their workplace, so they were not able to attend. That's D&D scheduling. Anytime you ask 5 people to be in the same place at the same time, you're always going to get a lot of conflict. We're used to that. But it gives us an opportunity to finish off Split Fiction, which me and Blue have been really enjoying. And it's nice to get it done and see the ending. Because, like we were saying last time, not entirely sure how long we have left. Probably somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours, somewhere around that time. So it won't be quite as long, probably, as the other streams, but that's alright. We'll hang out a little bit after. We'll talk about it. But yeah, we'll just see how long it goes. We'll see what this last section plus the ending has in store for us. Find out why we're dressed like elves.
I like my cloak.
Yeah, your cloak's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
The final chapter.
I'm like, what's blooping on Discord? That's you.
Oh, it is.
All right.
Plans.
Kong planning.
Look at those statues.
The Council.
Yeah.
Council of
These
Kongs.
tattoos. No idea. But witnessing what we just endured with you.
Endured and conquered.
Oh yeah. Let's recap. Where were we?
Like I won't be able
True,
to
so
hide
true.
We
So-
did my
Luckily, I've
subconscious.
got a story this
So we've been blasted
And I'll be
into
right
our
by your side if you don't.
we've been blasted into our subconsciouses, and we
think
are
we're in
now.
yours now, right?
Yes, we are. We went through
Yeah.
yours, and yours was about being a prisoner in your own life, and we conquered Dark Mio, who was a sort of simulacrum, a representative of sort of like letting the bad parts of your life and like the bad things that happen to you turn you into a colder person, and sort of having to turn off caring about things, because if you care too much, you're just going to keep getting hurt like that. And so it was sort of like that part of Mio that very much forced everybody away, which is what we were seeing at the beginning of the game, where she kind of refused to even talk to Zoe, right?
Yeah.
Was kind of just in it for the paycheck, just wanted this, just wanted that, and then out, right? And so Dark Mio was sort of that representative, but we're now in Zoe, my character's subconscious on the right here.
I think we were
and hers-
theorizing
yeah,
how we
hers-
maybe kill face.
Hers seems to be, yeah. We were theorizing that it might be around guilt, but hers is probably going to center around an incident with her twin sister, Ella, who we're pretty sure is dead. 90% sure.
I think she confirmed it. There was like an accident when they were playing, and then she was there 1 second, the next she wasn't.
Yeah, we're pretty darn sure. I'm just joking because we were back and forth the last stream the whole time.
Oh yeah.
We're 99% sure she's dead, but
Yeah,
you never know.
pretty True. Yeah. Maybe she's in like a coma or something. I don't know.
But yeah, we were theorizing maybe guilt, because it seems like she was the only one around when something bad happened to her sister. And I think they were 12 when it happened. That was the
Yeah,
age?
we're young.
Yeah, pretty young. So that's what we're going through. But let's find out what new superpowers we have.
True.
The more important part.
Very gives me like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the two statues in Lord of the Rings. I forget what they're
Yeah.
called. Oh,
Oh,
What is that?
ghost fish.
spearfish.
Zoe, your arm. What do I do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How many times during this have we accidentally been in sync with our two characters?
Seems friendly. Wait. I can feel it.
Yo, I got a fish. I got a Pokemon.
You're a spirit bender.
Go.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa. Is that some sort of vortex book?
Grab gold. Interesting.
Oh,
So I guess anything with like gold, you can manipulate, maybe.
gold is my color. For this one,
makes
and you'll
sense.
have a different one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like edgy, like obsidian or something. Oh. So I can go through the gate. Can you throw it like right here on this little dot?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm still trying to comprehend what exactly my power is.
Yeah, it didn't. Oh,
Looks like you
Yeah.
found a strong pal.
So I can throw it on certain surfaces. Oh, here you go.
Look.
oh, I get an owl. Not as edgy as I thought.
Whoa.
But she's getting out of her edgy phase. We just beat Dark Meal.
That's
Here,
true.
little
That's
buddy.
true.
Yeah, your tattoos are a little featherier than mine. Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
is that White Bridge?
Ooh.
Oh.
Hard light, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Yeah.
Okay. I move
Okay,
stuff.
so I can
You
I
do
can
hard light.
absolutely ruin our day by doing. Yeah. Okay. If I let go of L, it goes away. So I gotta be mindful of that. Oh.
Good job, buddy.
Hang on. And then let's swing.
This is a.
Who or what could our friendly spirits represent?
What does your heart tell you?
Nothing. But they're comforting to have around.
Then maybe that's exactly what we need right now.
Ooh. And then I yoink the elevator down, and then I let go.
And I make flooring. What a unique.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, unique set of abilities.
Can we just climb on these? Yeah, we can.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, look at this. The stone
Oh,
blocks
look
the
at
light,
that.
see?
Yeah,
That's actually really cool.
you have to be careful.
Your subconscious feels sacred or something.
Then why is it so eerie?
Oh yeah, we were noticing last time that she looked a lot more uncomfortable than Mia in her idle
Oh,
stance.
true. Yeah. She was like grasping her arm. These are here. Ah. Intuition.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Is this like a gallery?
It's memories from my childhood.
Mm. Try to walk with memories
Look at
to
you.
save herself from pain, maybe.
One big
Pain of
happy
remembering.
family.
Yeah,
Probably has like a lot of survivor's guilt.
probably.
At the very
How could
least.
you not, right?
Yeah, twin.
Yeah, being a twin especially would like magnify that.
Do you know this place?
It was my home.
Could this be where our two pals are guiding us? Okay then. I guess now we know where we're heading. Zoe?
What? Yeah. Yeah, I heard you.
Now Mio becomes
Going
the
back
guiding
home.
light.
Yeah.
Splendid.
You think the pals represent anything? Do you think there's symbolism there?
The animals?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll develop and change.
Maybe Zoe's being a sea creature represents something to do with like water, so maybe like depression or like drowning.
Yeah.
Whereas Mio is the owl, who may be able to like become like
Yeah,
maybe
lighter area kind of.
the wise council or something.
Wise
in a sense.
council, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that cat, eh?
Oh, the boss one.
The Ice King.
What's the
Yeah,
color?
they said
Yeah, the
tormented
Ice
them
King.
when they were little kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're over here actually looking at the murals. I'm over here messing around.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there's anything to read into some of them. This
They
one looks
carrying
like
a
what?
backpack?
Dragon costume, maybe?
Yeah.
Same on
Are
this
they
side,
repeats?
but there's a witch one over here.
Which was similar to that one area.
Yeah, the side story of them us brewing potions and stuff.
Yeah, that was a fun.
I wonder this statue though.
Who's this?
Didn't we? Wasn't there a similar statue in your side story though? Remember we looked at a statue and I wonder who that is?
Yes. Yeah, I do recall that.
Wasn't it kind of similar? I remember thinking it was a weird naked bald guy.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like Mio's dad, but this dude kind of looks very similar.
Yeah. I wonder. I wonder if there's anything to that or if they just like were reusing acid.
Damn. This is really beautiful, Zoe.
It is beautiful. It's giving kind of like a City of the Dead kind of thing now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, it looks like a.
You want to talk about your house?
It was my old childhood home. But we moved out a long, long time ago.
Any clues to why we're heading back there?
No? Not really.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, I'll have to take into account
Okay, looking up.
how the
Going up. Oh, look at this. It goes through the windows.
Windows.
That's so cool. It's not just like a platform, like it's actually hard light 'cause it's going through stuff
Yeah.
that light goes through. That's actually really awesome. And I had to keep it held up there too because I was pulling it up.
Let's
So we were
continue.
both holding down there.
Oh, I didn't even think
Where
about
is
that.
everyone?
Yeah.
Like, what happened down here?
It looks like the city has been abandoned for a while.
Yeah.
Fell on the spot.
what
I
happened.
didn't even try. Oh,
It's Alexander.
Alexander.
It's interesting that architecturally we're going for like almost more of a Greek thing here.
Yeah, it's really.
Gives it sort of like a Hades sort of vibe, you know?
Yeah, underworld kind of.
Big chain. That was just different paths for fun.
Yeah. We gotta split up. Just in case.
Ooh.
Hey, there's more of these paintings.
So obviously, like pretty much all of her side stories have been based on stuff, eh? Even that one there is like the trolls in the beginning, remember?
Yeah.
And then obviously the giants with the king. When we were getting chased by the trolls,
Yeah, and they were
attacking
destroying
the town.
that one little city. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
can
so
I?
then-
Yeah, can you hard light that? And then I can do this, watch. Put it on one of these and then pull it along. And it'll refract out.
Sunshine, Zoe. Right.
This is really cool.
Trying to
Yeah, it's
lighten
very
the
creative,
mood.
isn't it?
I thought you didn't like puns.
I don't.
Oh,
Bench.
lore bench.
Kind of reflect.
Hey, Zoe. Chin up. We need to stay hopeful.
I know. But it's hard.
Tell me about that old oak tree. You know, that you and Ella used to climb. What was his name?
I thought you didn't want to hear about him.
Lord Evergreen, right? Tell me about him.
Okay. Well, Lord Evergreen is a stoic oak that is older than the forest and a friend to all creatures
And shapeshifters.
and shapeshifters. Actually, it was Lord Evergreen who granted me and Ella those powers, making us powerful enough to stop the evil Ice King and save the world.
Yeah, I can totally see you guys playing in that tree.
Yeah. Me too.
Something
Parallel.
something I appreciate is there's like a hesitance, almost like an awkwardness to Mio when she talks about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
like
used to
it's a
being.
subtle little detail, but she's not used to being counsel for someone else. She's not used to like
Yeah.
helping anybody else with their problems. She's very focused on like me, right? And like her own problems, which
Sitting-
completely understandable, but like
No, it makes-
she's very
it's
she's
realistic.
very not used to like dealing with somebody else in that same way,
Yeah.
or even just having a friend. And so she's very like there's just like subtle details to the voice acting, like touching on certain words a little more hesitant than others and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit of awkwardness there that I appreciate as a subtle detail.
Yeah, and Zoe's become very like at the start.
Withdrawn, yeah.
She's been very like you couldn't get her to be quiet. Now she's like
extroverted, she
very-
won't shut up, but now she's
yeah,
completely withdrawn, yeah.
very resistant to talking. And like the pals too. Again, like I want to bring up like mine being very like lightful, and then yours just kind of like slowly.
Yeah, mine kind of like pulls stuff and like
Yeah,
it's this imagery of like tentacles dragging something down, and yours is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
light.
creating
But-
like bridges and stable ground with light. Yeah,
But even within that, if you think about it, mine is also taking your light and like lifting it up, eh? Like how
Yeah.
Zoe was doing at the beginning. Like I'm like you're creating the platform to stand on, but I'm the one that has to actually move it, which is also
Right.
sort of like a metaphor of like sure Mio can help, but Zoe's the one that has to take the step to like get better, you know?
yeah, I
Which
can't
is
help
true
but
for
feel
Mio
like
as well.
yeah. I just can't help but feel like they implemented some kind of symbolism with like their decision of how the powers and the pals are.
I think so. I think yeah, the idea of like Mio can make a platform, but it'll just stay still. Like she can help, she can support, but she can't take the step forward.
Zoe
you know?
has to make the
Zoe
strides.
has to
Yeah,
take the step forward.
I suppose we've got no choice but to go deeper.
Yeah.
true.
We need to uncover what's down here.
I'll tell you what, the machine will be a great therapy tool.
Yeah.
the company goes
that's
out
what
of
they
business.
that's what the two technicians should repurpose it for.
They could make a killing as therapy.
Give like full consent, have therapists like trained psychologists run it and stuff.
Yeah.
Informed consent to the actual people dealing with it. This is an interesting little wheel.
Ooh.
Can I?
Maybe on the bottom one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pull it the other way. Going up. The little effect around our footprints is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, the little
Walk-ons.
puddles. Oh.
Creepy head.
Maybe this one? Nope. Oh, I can just let go. There you go.
I think you were supposed to. Yeah, I think you had to split them back.
Yeah. But. Ooh, is it tilting
Don't flip
with me?
off.
Yeah, that was very
That's pretty cool. Hang on.
disorienting.
I'll catch up in a sec.
Now you get way up here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's all.
It's really rocking there.
Fortunately, you don't have to like manipulate it. It just. Cool. Uh-oh.
Who or what rang that bell?
There weren't any side stories in your subconscious section, right?
No.
So I presume
no,
there won't be any in mine either. Which is honestly
Yeah.
probably a good idea. Keep it more focused in
Cool.
during these segments.
Like
Oh,
a
and then I put
laser
it down
of
on the
light.
ground.
All lasers are light, Zoe.
And then we can walk on it like a tightrope. And then, oop.
Cool.
I can pull it left and right.
Oh,
So we
wait.
can
I think we have to. Yeah.
Get on it, climb it, and then can yank us either direction, but it. I was trying to see if there's a reason to go over there. What? What? Why'd that happen?
All right. Let's carry on.
Oh, okay.
And then I let go once we're both on, and it'll power
Alright,
that.
hold on. Yeah.
Whoa.
A little dicey.
Oh, mirrors. We're getting into mirrors now.
Hold on, kind of nonsense.
Okay, so we'll bounce it here.
Left. Oh, okay.
Okay, and then we can get maybe on top of that, and then I'll do it in the other one. And go over there. Yank it that way, and then. Oh, hang on. Can we just?
Maybe we have to be on
we'll
it.
ride it over. Yeah, we'll ride it over. Oh, I should have waited a sec.
That's all right. It's all right.
Oh, you're right behind me. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
About your old home, Zoe. How long did you guys live there?
We moved when I was 12.
Was it before or after the accident?
Oh,
After.
Yeah, they left because
yeah.
did you
for
stay
sure
in that
because of
house,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Wall run off of it?
Well run on? Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh,
That's a clever trick.
what is the? Oh, you jump on them.
I see. I guess we should have figured from the fact that they're hard light.
Oh, I don't think we've we've had to jump on dots the whole game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Ah,
This is my star sign.
And Ella's,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah.
Right. Constellations.
she's just like me for real. And then I pull it in.
Oh.
Pretty. Do you see the fish at the bottom?
Uh-huh.
Would be interesting if the sister died based on something to do with drowning.
I think I kind of want to say like a river's involved or something.
Yeah.
Maybe she fell into a river, or maybe she got pushed into a river. Like, yeah, like something.
Because
Zoe, you okay?
it would make the fish make a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah. It's nothing.
Would also make kind of sense because in the ones where you were playing the place
Use
of
that
Ella,
space.
right?
I'll follow.
Yeah.
You were the one that was the fish, right? Like you could swim,
Yes,
And
I
I
was the
couldn't.
monkey with the fish. Yeah.
so that would be interesting as well. Also, lots of like scale imagery here.
Yeah, I like these pillars. Like the little scale pillars.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Don't know, but we better run.
Oh, it's like a serpent.
Watch out, Zoe.
This would hurt so much.
Yeah, sliding on stairs, dude. My legs are done. My hips are destroyed.
Elbow completely
Yeah.
turned to dust.
Oh. Ah. Oh,
Do we die?
did we die? What happened? No. Okay.
Oh, we're starting
Okay.
now.
What the hell was that thing? I don't know.
we can do this probably, right?
Oh, yeah. I think, we definitely can.
We're back on the boat.
I prefer this over the kayak.
Yeah, this is much better.
Yeah.
There it
Oh,
is.
we're grinding.
Let's go. Got it.
Here it comes. Watch out! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh god. I thought we were. I
Yeah,
thought we were dead.
I thought we made a mistake there.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh. This is right on the
I
head.
wonder had we steered into him, could we have, like, used him as a grind rail?
Oh yeah, again. Yeah.
Oh.
Very ominous green light.
Yeah, the pale green light is always like
Yeah.
City of the Dead vibes.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Zoe? This darkness, I had no idea.
Oh, there's like spirits flying around in the
We'll figure
background. You
this
see that?
Yeah.
See, there's like a little ghost.
Mio, do something!
Oh,
Right.
destroy.
So we got ghosts.
So I can destroy ghosts, which
Yeah,
is
with-
interesting.
Light makes sense. I can probably pull us along
You're like
while you
charm.
defend us.
You're the boatman.
Can you get through? Oh, stay on the chain for a sec then.
I think I gotta
If
pull
you
you.
can get around on your own, then let me pull it through, and you can get back on.
What a bell symbolism here too.
Yep.
Shoo!
Oh, look
Stay
at
away!
this. Guys. The goblins.
That looks like internal torment.
Can you spin that one from here?
These statues are getting creepier.
Yeah, we got a little bit of like
Twisted and
a
warped.
river Styx thing going on here.
Too far?
Oh, can you hang on? Maybe you can spin it while we're attached to it and rotate us.
Yeah, this works. This works.
Yeah. I don't know if that's intended, but we got it.
Yeah.
Can we just reach this one without? Yeah, we skipped that edit again. Getting off here, maybe? Feel like we'll come back to that boat.
Probably. Yeah. Backtrack?
I think so.
Probably like right on the edge of the range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't believe I have all of this inside of me.
Still no theories on why?
Only that this darkness seems to have been left unchecked for a long time.
Sorry if I'm making it hard for you to fight.
No, he was like in a rock. I couldn't get him. Yeah, he's cheating.
Okay, let's not draw any more unwanted attention than is necessary.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of ghosts. Or snake monsters.
Yeah, it's like back there. There's like statues with bells on their heads.
Oh yeah. And I'm getting like huge lag all of a sudden.
If we need to reset, we.
Yeah, we can try just getting to like the next segment just in case something weird happened there.
Oh. This looks like a war zone.
How is it?
I think it's better.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can monitor it. We can always just reset.
Got a ban on bot.
Class.
That's a huge crossbow.
More like a ballista,
Looks handy in a fight with a giant snake monster.
I guess.
So we're dealing with a giant snake here, right?
Yeah.
The imagery that comes to mind is like not just like the serpent of Eden and all that, but like maybe more like Jormungandr.
Road ender.
Well, like the eating like the world tree, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
we were never gonna
And
help
like
anyway.
the idea of it ending her world when that happened and it relating to a tree.
That would make sense.
That's what it feels like to me, but
So,
got some
it's
ghosts over
probably
here.
safe to assume these snake monsters did all of this
Like
destruction.
warriors.
and corrupted my subconscious into a
careful.
ghost town.
I don't think I'm supposed to touch them.
Don't touch the ghost.
I don't think I'm supposed to touch the ghost.
I'm faster, faster, I'm faster.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Oh.
Maybe you put it on the ground below us and then like launch us up and I gotta catch
Yeah.
us.
There we go. Yeah, so time it for a launch. Here we go. And then...
I don't like where this is going, Mio.
I know. But we have to face it if we ever want to escape this.
Is it still lagging for you?
I
No,
don't think I have the strength
Okay.
to do
I think it just didn't like when I was
Didn't
steering
have
the
it to face
ship
my demon either,
and
remember? Let
you
me
were killing
return the
ghosts at the same time.
Ah, okay.
Looks sick, the area. Very on Lake Drowned City in Dark Souls. Yeah. Yeah, we were definitely saying it's got a very City of the Dead kind of vibe.
The bell's gotta play some kind of part in the symbolism.
I mean, bells have like a symbolism with death no matter what.
True.
I'll yank the bell up.
Or when the bell tolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Making
like a
a
saw?
saw blade over here.
Yeah, oh, light saw blade, yeah.
Okay, hang on, let's see what this does. Oh. We're gonna cut.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I time it to activate when I fire this.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have to go left and then
Yeah,
right
go
first.
left and then right and then yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Mio.
I thought maybe you could hit both, but you're right. And go.
Hey. The chainsaw chandelier.
Yeah, so like, what if we created a light chainsaw chandelier?
What the heck
Wait,
is
wait.
going on here? Who is this dude? Hello?
The Lord of Cinder.
That's an ominous little image
That's
that
the-
is kind of just sitting here.
It's the Elden Ring.
So,
Yeah, what does this mean?
what does it mean?
What does it mean? The Yellow King.
Brother? Hello? What?
Yeah, what a weird thing to put here.
Huh. I wonder if we'll see more of that.
Can you do anything with it?
Feels very purposeful. But yeah,
My owl doesn't want to do anything.
neither does my fish.
Huh.
I wonder if we'll see more of that later.
Yeah, that's a very interesting choice.
Oh, look at the lizard.
Yeah, spitting water out.
I like a good statue. Can appreciate a good statue.
Someone made that.
Can you yes, perfect. And then we'll pull it the other way, maybe.
I wonder if this is like a me thing. I wonder if you have to pull it over and then I have to run out and then run back on it.
Pull it where,
Like
though?
to get over this rock.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where I put my fish, though. Hang on.
Chain over.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, but there's a
Yeah,
oh,
we can
look. There's another one over here. So let's see what this one does. Can you reach it?
Oh, I see, I see. Oh, wait.
But yeah, you.
Okay, maybe you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, I'll go and you stay here as like the control tower,
Yeah, and I gotta do the light.
and then I pull the chain and open the door. Nice. I got a path on this end, so.
Let's move.
I'm through. Oh, there's another
Oh,
one.
look
Another
at
one.
that! Look at up ahead, man.
Yeah, it's all red. That's hell, man.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely.
Oh, look at the serpents coming,
That's
or
what I was
the
saying. Yeah,
yeah,
the.
the like, little millipede looking thing.
Drawing me to it.
Is that a good or bad
I'm
thing?
getting more of the statues over here.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Interesting. So
want me to
definitely,
find out then?
definitely not just
Yeah,
something
darker.
random. We're doing something.
Yeah. Getting a little more ominous as we go through.
Yep. Can you?
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
They're attracted to the light.
Ooh. I usually pride myself on liking all animals with this.
Yeah.
This way.
No thanks.
Oh, I hear.
You know how very Zoe, how very
Don't eat my light, buddy.
horror-esque.
The light seems to attract them.
Here you go. I got a path over here.
Okay.
But
Whoa.
I think
Friends here, right?
Okay, we
you
got
have
the
to
time.
let go and time it. Yeah.
I think I can get you over.
One more.
Sooner rather than later, Mio.
Ready? Here you go.
Yeah, what if we just put like giant like millipede creatures in a cave and have it attract light?
I do think though, her subconscious being like dark fantasy horror makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. And the overall like context of things for sure.
That gate. It's like it warms my heart.
Ah.
Sounds like something inside you wants us to succeed.
Something? Someone.
Now here's the question: do we think the final boss of this segment is Dark Zoe or something else?
I don't know. I have a hard time thinking that it's gonna be Ella or whatever.
It could be though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Worm
The idea
fella.
that she needs to let go of it and like
Or
stop
maybe-
tormenting herself about it
Yeah, this is Zoe's subconscious, so maybe Zoe thinks that Ella
is sort
is,
of
like-
haunting her in a way.
is holding onto a grudge or something. Yeah. So it could be. Though in reality, I have a hard time believing that she would. But I mean,
Yeah,
this
not,
sort of
not in the
thing-
sense of like literally, but in the sense of like
yeah,
what you are, your own survivor's guilt would make you feel.
the guilt that you hold. Yeah. Oh,
Can you rotate? Are you
I am.
and
Wait,
then-
wait, wait. We go. And then we gotta grab the middle somehow.
Can I grab the middle by going up here, maybe?
Oh, I
we
see what we
can-
gotta do.
We gotta first align this, right?
Yeah.
How do we want to align that?
Let's do the middle first.
Yeah, do the middle first, but hang on. Let's.
I think it's that.
And then you do that. Ugh.
Ooh.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah, it is. Ooh. The sound design there was interesting.
Looks like another type of creature, doesn't it?
Do you recognize what it's meant to symbolize?
It's very quiet.
It's a centipede. It's a two-headed
Two-headed one.
centipede, eh?
What does this do? Maybe your little tentacles.
I can maybe reform it and then you light it up. Oh, flashbang!
God. Oh god, I was not ready for that. Ah!
Flashbang.
Oh.
Zoe? Are we supposed to fight it? I don't know. Stay sharp.
Excuse me? Fight?
And who do you call it?
What?
It can't be.
Zoe? Is that you?
Oh, dear, dear little Zoe.
As delightful as always.
And yet, still as wounded.
Oh, yes. That's why she's here, isn't it?
What are you talking about? Am I supposed to know you?
Just see us as your spiritual guides.
Color-coded.
I'm running out of time.
We need to get her back home.
We're gonna be steering one head of this each.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
We've already done dragons. Yeah, I guess.
What haven't we done?
Dreaded
Dragons,
centipede.
jet skis, gliders. Yeah, this will be interesting.
So, you two know where we're heading?
Oh, yes. We're taking you back to where it all started.
Zoe's subconscious has grown rather gloomy, don't you agree?
Do we agree, Zoe? Sure.
And there's the temple. That's where you need to go.
Has this got anything to do with the snake monster?
Wait.
Guilt infested Zoe's heart.
Guilt.
The Hydra
Yeah.
grew bigger.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe that wasn't
Why a
different
Hydra?
monsters. That was all the same Hydra.
Guilt.
Comes in
Like a
many
multi-headed
guises.
beast.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can do it.
It's a little noises that they make. Nom, 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 nom. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you got to steer this pretty precisely. Do you want to lead and I'll follow, maybe?
Sure.
So that we're a bit of a line, rather than...
Wait, we gotta go up? Wait.
uh,
Wait, so it's not just across, we gotta go up, I think.
reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go across a little bit, obviously, because we gotta dodge the lava,
Yeah.
but we're going upwards. Alright. Left.
Oh.
Ah! Okay, we get a bit of leeway.
Graceful as swamps girls.
Oh, we're gonna swing. Woo! Got it. Get it.
Oh, you kind of have to let go a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let go. Let go. Woo!
Momentum!
Let's go. That was fun.
Nice, but I think I sprained an ankle.
Which one?
Sure.
Alright. Here we go. We have to time this better, though. Okay, go. Oh, okay, we gotta swing back and get more
I
momentum.
didn't have the momentum to...
Yeah, I thought I saw the lava going. I was like, maybe we can make it, but yeah, you really.
I just
we did not
annihilated
time.
myself.
Okay, we did not time that well. Here, I'll start on this side. I think it gives us more starting momentum if I start way over to the side.
Oh, I think so, yeah. And you kind of drop down.
Yeah. Okay.
Feels like these
Ooh, that was close.
remind me of something.
Yeah, don't let go until you're ready to go, because it's on you when you swing over.
Oh,
This position is not ideal.
It's okay. We got good at this when we did the tether.
true.
Great. Lava
Oh,
guys.
Oh, okay. I did not expect it.
the exact same thing that happened to us with the tether. Go.
This is rather concerning.
No, I'm gonna have to probably give you some leeway, right? Some. Can you maybe go on to one of those and help me move forward when you come over here? And then I'll be able to get onto this next one, right? And give you the leeway to go forward.
I think so, yeah. We did it. Oh, why are these little pits here, though?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Good play, yeah. Oh, uh-oh.
Root them out.
Gotcha.
Play whack-a-mole. Watch out, we can't leave ourselves on that lava. You got him.
Gotcha.
Look out.
Good job.
We did
You
it.
okay, Zoe?
Yeah, I think I am.
You can do it.
Oh. Oh,
Unexpected?
oh, you hold on to it? Wait. Oh,
you
yeah.
Make a fire
Oh,
hose.
we become a fire hose. That's kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about the logistics of that one.
That's kind of gross.
Alright. Aim me. Spray. It's a cool mechanic, though.
It is cool, but it's gross when you think about it. You're like, our entire insides are getting flushed with water.
Do you want to be the host at one point? I can do this one.
Sure.
Amen.
Why not? Oh, okay, we gotta...
We're building ourselves a little boat that we gotta ride down the river.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Move forward a little bit, just in case it goes away, yeah?
We make a great team, guys.
A joint effort.
With a lot of joints.
Alright.
Oh! That was crazy.
Grab on, maybe so that we don't hit the middle.
Oh, here we go!
You gotta grab onto one of the other ones so that we're like...
Try and stay calm now.
Okay, that was too high. I'll grab the lower one instead.
Collected.
Okay, and then...
Keep moving.
Oh. Can I... Yeah, there we go. No swinging allowed. Oh yeah, let me just go right over, right? Right?
Move on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. We're gonna have to get to the middle one, right?
Whoa, whoa. Yes, yes.
I can't love.
Cool.
That was thrilling.
That was pretty intense.
That was well, that was just
what
on the
happens
fly.
now?
Yep.
Zoe's final stand,
Simply restore the heart.
and you will restore Zoe.
Why'd we stop?
We've guided you to the edge.
And some roads are meant to be walked with one's own 2 feet.
For too long have we watched as you've been giving everyone.
What you can't give yourself.
Oh dear Zoe.
We tried everything to make you happy again.
But in the end, it has always been up to you.
Who are you?
Just someone who loved you from the start.
And someone you need to call more often.
Parents, maybe?
Mum? Dad?
Always remember that in complete darkness,
A single spark shines like the sun.
What's this supposed to be? I wish I had a clue.
For Zoe, E for Ella.
Yeah, I mean, I guess put an O in the middle and it makes Zoe too, but
True. Makes sense though. It's like those
Is this her
pendants
home?
yeah.
where you put them together.
Yep. It's an
It
interesting
became
visual.
haunted when Ella died,
Yeah, right.
so we left it to rot. All because
West
of me.
family home.
Because I couldn't hold on.
What do you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold on.
Which makes sense that her power here is all about grabbing stuff, eh?
True. Yep, river.
I convinced her.
Man, we're locked in, huh?
Yeah.
The whetstones. She slipped and I couldn't hold on.
But it was an accident, Zoe.
No! Ella died because of me!
There's the grief.
Yeah.
Ella! Ella!
Brutal.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
Ella! Don't let go! Hold on!
So she feels like she killed Ella
Zoe!
instead of
Yeah.
her.
Oh. Ocean's getting kind of bloody.
Zoe! Are you okay? Yeah!
We gotta come together.
Something's up with my medallion! Mine too!
Captain Planet.
Let's meet up!
Yeah, it's yanking us.
Let's meet halfway! You're not alone in this, Zoe!
Ow!
Come to me!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a little tense.
Oh, okay. I have to just keep going. Oh, here we are.
Inner peace.
Oh. Evolved our Pokemon.
It's morphin' time! Oh.
Oh.
Look, Zoe!
We got a tether.
Fight back!
We.
Go for the neck!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I say, but we...
Cut it off.
Come on, come on, come on!
Oh! Oh my god.
Let's go.
But are you supposed to cut off heads on a Hydra?
Yeah, not really.
I don't know what!
I don't- yeah.
Typically.
Reconnect the medallion!
I mean, it's a decent enough grief metaphor of the idea of like cutting off the head of the Hydra and it just keeps growing back.
Yeah.
She never really processed it.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You've been going on my side.
Yeah, I was watching your side. Oh, I know, I'm dealing with the same thing.
Don't lose faith!
Oh. Like mid-air.
Oh, like mid-air between the,
Yeah, let's go. Alright. Which one are we aiming for this time?
We got this!
Who wants it?
that guy.
Yeah. He's asking for it. Alright.
Yeah,
Get
first
over here.
attack. Let's hit him.
Pray this is right!
He's got a Reaper laser too. Uh-oh.
Oh.
The medallion! I lost the medallion!
Get up, Zoe. Come on.
I don't think I have the strength to carry on!
We'll figure it out. Just keep going.
Oh.
Come on, Zoe! Get the ballista in line!
The spirit animal steered the bolt, eh?
Only 2
I think
hours
so.
to go. We got this!
Let's go.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh.
That was cool. Oh.
Push the ballista! Just the last head now. This nightmare is about to end.
I feel like it's not, right?
Yeah, no way.
Oh man, I got thrashed by that. What the heck? Oh. Hang on. Here we go.
Rather intense platforming.
Yeah.
Final head. Come on, Zoe!
Get him.
The Hydra's gone. It's gone, Zoe. Look.
No.
My heart! Ella! I can't.
Zoe? You've gotta be kidding me!
I'm so sorry, Mio!
Don't worry about me!
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh, what have I done? What have I created?
Don't
Gross.
blame yourself! yourself!
Chat says more.
Yeah, I know that was coming. I knew that was coming. That was,
Not the first time we've done that in this game. To be fair.
yeah, I know.
Oh boy. I see that boat.
Look, Zoe! Your half! It must be close!
It's interesting,
Gross, I
like,
don't
the Zoe half of the medallion gets lost and the Ella half keeps pulling towards it.
Look,
Yeah.
that must be our raft from earlier. Seems like the Hydra
Gross.
wants to devour your entire
The perspective.
subconscious.
My perspective was completely off.
Yeah, I almost did that too. That's why I did that
Yeah.
double jump. I think I'm going over here. Uh-oh. Didn't expect it to rise like that. All right.
The stomach acid. Huh?
You're sending that flow, right?
Oh! Not for long.
It's all right. I got
Do
it.
you hear that?
Look at the heart.
Could it be? It's the heart.
The fleshy stuff.
I don't like it.
Is
I
cool.
don't
It's
like
a nice
it.
effect, but it's gross.
I don't like it.
Mio!
Look at that heart.
See my medallion! Reclaim it!
It's the
okay.
buzzsaw.
Wait a bad angel.
I know now what we have to do. You do? What? Restore the heart.
He's got some high blood pressure.
It's going faster.
Zoe, watch out! Zoe!
Oh, look at that.
Where are you?
On the shining light.
Look at the difference in our screen.
Yeah.
Ow! Help!
Help! Stay with me!
I can see you in the distance running towards me. That's really effective.
I can't take much more!
Shield me!
Hold on, Zoe! You okay? Yeah.
This is no place to
We gotta
die.
go!
You're the
Stay in the
shield.
light!
God.
Okay, not anymore. Not anymore. Shield's only good for so long, I guess.
For those things, I think. Not for the, The music's really good here.
It is. It's like very,
Uh-oh. Very fan. Oh, I tried to leave you, but... Because I thought you were stopping.
woo!
Oh, I went too fast, sorry.
No, you're good. I wasn't sure if we could make it. Oh no! Oh god!
Yeah, no. Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, we split apart there. I think we gotta do some call-outs.
Yeah, probably.
You're the one that matters more, so
I'm
in
gonna
this segment,
jump.
so you tell me when you're gonna go. If you're gonna stop, let me know.
One. Swing. Jump. I'm gonna jump once and hold.
Yep.
Jump. I'm holding. Jump.
There's still time, Zoe. Just a little bit more.
Oh. We're gonna reform a statue.
Restore the heart, Zoe!
It's Zoe.
Oh, it's like a bow.
Here we go.
Let go!
She's gotta. I have to let go of the button, eh? I have to let go of the grief. I was just holding on to it for a sec, but you're good.
No, you're good.
Just hold it down. But I'm the one that has to let go, so it's another metaphor like we did with the meal part, right?
Yeah,
Is that I have to actually let go of the button.
you have to do it. Yeah. Well, similar to like Mio. Yeah, we're like,
That's what I was saying.
yeah.
Similar
I had to
the,
stop.
to
Yeah.
you having to stop, sort of tormenting yourself. Oh.
To relive her death in 4K. You know, it's like, it's like, what a nice house.
Yeah, nice place. Nice property.
You got this.
That is a very dangerous little river to have, though.
We got this.
Yeah.
Right there.
I can't do it. I can't.
Breathe. Just
I
breathe.
do find it interesting how Zoe has like the more tormenting
Take as much time as you need.
trauma, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Something like the nicest people carry like the heaviest baggage.
Yeah. Well, that's what the centipedes even said, right?
Yeah.
That she's just doing for other people what she wishes she could do. That's interesting that you walk out, eh?
That's Mio.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
You must be Ella. She just needs some time.
I know. I got this.
Oh, forcing herself to
I'm so sorry.
face reality, I guess.
Yeah.
It was never your fault, Zoe. You have to stop blaming yourself.
I'll try.
Your heart is ready to heal. And you're pretty cool, Mio. Zoe will be fine with you around.
She ain't that bad herself.
No, she isn't.
I love you.
And I love you. It's time to go home.
That's a nice resolution.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I'm glad it wasn't Ella.
Yeah.
That was like the boss.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! We did it!
The machine!
Something,
My machine!
something I like about these devs is that they, when it counts, they always have the sense to play it straight. They know when to take
Yeah, they
it like
got-
100% seriously and just kind of like have a sappier moment if you need it.
Yeah, they gotta get
predators
finger.
are afraid of like getting a little sappy.
My machine!
Just jump in too, man.
The fact that you're... I don't know if I want to come in here right now, bro.
Yeah, I think you want in on this, buddy.
Destroying my
He's going inside.
machine
Jump
over
in.
my
With them? Oh, God.
body!
He's going in with them?
He's going in ours.
Senator Armstrong!
Nano machine. Sorry.
Nano machine! Yes. Oh.
Bloody hell! No way!
I told you down here, I'm the one that makes the rules. Down here, I am God!
He just keeps doubling down on his god complex, man.
I know, really hard, too. Back in the sci-fi.
Oh, did we get like launched back into
split?
our own? Are we split? Our fiction split?
Oh, we're split fictioning!
Yeah. He locked us off into our own world,
Oh, we can hear each other?
but we can still talk. We're
Yeah.
still connected.
I wonder if I we
Interesting.
can
meet
do
up.
things to
We
like
affect
influence
each other's
our
world,
What
yeah.
is this?
Yeah.
Because we're bonded now. I'm bouncing on mushrooms over here. It's a very Zoe world.
It's all cool and cyberpunky.
There you are. What the
Oh.
hell has happened to the
Oh,
simulation?
whoa.
idea.
We're in each other's world, but not.
Ah. So
Yeah.
they're like aligned, like geographically, and like the actual map. Like, see how you have these two things and I have the stumps. So
Yeah,
it's the
well,
same
perspective.
world. It's just that we don't see them the same way. So I wouldn't know that those were buttons unless I looked on your thing.
Ah, true.
The trees
Because I
are
got there
spinning.
first and I was like, wait,
Trees?
what the heck? But to you, they're
Interesting.
cranked. That's such a good idea.
Yeah. The simulation's definitely compromised.
Oh,
Wait.
you're like
And now
swimming.
Raiders
It's
will-
water
the
for me.
air.
I can just know it. Yeah, it's just
What's
water
his
for
next
me.
move?
Yeah.
All I know is he won't go out without a fight.
Oh, that's so cool. Wait,
Wait, how are you jumping like that?
it's a mushroom.
It's a
Duh.
bouncy mushroom.
Weird. Weird.
Yeah, put that over there and I can jump maybe here.
Oh, close.
Almost. I actually don't think I even need to. And then I'm pushing down a tree, but to you I'm like
Great idea.
super strong.
Tree.
Yeah.
Dead end, Mio.
Not
Wait.
for you.
I've got something.
Interesting.
Do you recognize
Yeah.
anything yet?
This is
Genre, but not the story.
mechanically really
Same
cool.
here.
Yeah.
Let's pray we can fight back somehow.
And obviously it works thematically too.
Oh yeah.
Do you think there's even glitches anymore?
Let's hope. It's been our only defense against raiders so far.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh yeah, look at the difference between this thing on our screens.
I've got a carnivorous-looking plant gazing at me.
Oh yeah, for me that's
Be
spikes.
careful.
Oh, hello. Oh, you're
Bite?
controlling it. Uh-oh. Okay, what is there to bite?
Maybe the cord?
There's a bell here.
Go left, maybe?
Oh, did it follow me? It always follows me,
Yeah.
right? And so
Yeah,
you're
hold
not
on.
steering
Hold
it.
on. Go right. Stop right there.
Oh, yeah. I see. It's a flower for me,
and
but it's a
then-
part of the cord.
Yeah.
I have to probably dodge it. So
yeah.
I think you
I
got
want to
bite.
bite And 3, 2, 1, biting.
That's cool.
Eating flowers. So
Okay, we gotta
the
do some
carnivore
more
plant is a
over here, probably.
vegetarian?
Yeah, look at the flowers. Oh, yours is spikies.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we gotta time it when I go over here. So
Okay.
just try to time it on your end, and I'll just jump over
Alright.
in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think I got it. I think I survived.
I think that did the trick. Does this make any sense to you?
Kinda.
Hopefully it does on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, you're biting flowers.
Yeah, mine's all like space and science and
Frog.
stuff, so
Oh, is
it's
those
more
mice
logical.
for you? They're frogs for
Yeah,
me.
about mice.
That's cute. Drones for you, birds for me.
I was kind of wondering if they were gonna do something like this.
Frogs are cute.
Yeah,
Focus.
where
Get on the
it
platform.
kind of is worlds. I was
Where?
wondering if it'd be like colliding the world, and we'd both be in the
Step
same. Oh, yeah, I
Right
see.
there, stop. Yeah.
It's like growing flowers instead of electricity for me. But this is a much smarter way to do the worlds collide
Let me
thing.
handle this one.
Yeah.
Don't jump. No, Zoe, no!
Whee!
Because the hurt.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
jumping on the
Uh,
cliff.
I think you could
I
pull
can pull
that
it, yeah.
towards me.
Look at that frog, man.
A frog.
Look at him on the wall. Oh,
Oh,
there's nothing there for me, so I'm gonna have to guide you through that on your screen.
there you go.
Okay, and then
Go
I'll get to
forward.
the other side and you can jump off.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I tried to line, I overshot,
I just kind of let it drift, hoping that would make it easier for you. Whew.
I have a little
closer.
thing up here.
There you go.
This is seriously messing with my brain. I doubt the machine is on top form.
Weird. So I did a lever that did nothing on my end, but on your end it did the water.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I can't go over here, so this might be on you to do something eventually. That isn't accessible for me. But what's up here? Might be something I can do that you can't. Well, actually, what do you see when you look here? Oh, here's the fire wall. Mine's an actual fire.
Yeah. Fire wall.
That's funny. So I can get here too. I can pull a lever here. Let's see what that does.
Oh, the fish.
Oh, hang on. Okay, I try to fill the fish maybe. And there might be something you gotta do. You might have to shoot him or something. Can I ride the fish? I want to ride the fish. I think... Okay, can you go down to that? Go down to that laser thing. I'm betting you gotta shoot the fish when it's over the fire
Got
to
a big
to
cannon
douse
over
it, but
here.
you gotta watch
Me
on my
too,
screen
but
where it
I
actually
can't
is,
reach
right?
Oh. Look around.
That makes sense.
So you can follow the string via the wire, but you have to time it on my screen. So I'll tell you what color it's coming in, and you can watch on my screen.
Okay.
So we'll try to do red, and then it's this red one here. And there you go.
Fire extinguished. Sure.
That was cool.
Yeah. I've never had to like look on your screen to do something before. I don't think.
We've done it like occasionally to help some certain timings, but never because we were in different worlds.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being awfully quiet.
Still, no glitch in sight.
It'll be interesting if the boss is this too, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is he half and half door?
Oh,
That's
that
cool.
perspective.
That's a trippy
Wait.
view.
Otherworldly.
Oh god.
Look, look.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, and the uniforms change.
Yeah, you change when you run through them. That's
Like, we're halfway look.
yeah. Oh man. So they're not
That's
just doing this one
crazy.
gimmick. We're gonna really play with it.
This actually hurts my brain, dude.
A little bit.
Get over.
Yeah, get
I don't
over
like
before
that.
it zaps us. Yeah.
I don't like this.
I love it. This is awesome.
No, I like it, but it hurts.
It messes a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Power of a god.
What does it become when it's in? Oh, it's a boat. It was a flying boat.
That's
Get
so
over
weird.
yours. Man.
My brain doesn't know what it's registering. It's like, what am I looking at?
Oh, we're going
This is gonna
sci-fi.
get ugly.
Wait a sec. And then it's gonna cut in half again. And come back.
Here we go. Helicopter incoming.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, they go
Land
over
in the
here.
water and be safe,
On the
yeah.
water. It takes.
Those are...
Oh,
Oh, you...
yeah.
Whoa! Look! Oh, that's so cool. Yo.
Hold on.
Oh, look, I'm on a boomstick on my end, but you're on it. Okay, that's cool. Oh. This is, yeah, really trippy.
Yeah, dude, it's tripping me out. I'm like, wait.
Oh, it's so good, though. The missiles become birds, and then back again.
Not good. Not good.
Oops.
My kingdom, my rules.
Oh. Lion's going away.
Do you think you can destroy my machine?
Dude, your world's boring. Bring us back to fantasy sci-fi.
Oh no, it's kind of.
I mean, obviously
stale.
intentional, but it's very
Yeah.
stale.
Get ready, Zoe.
Oh. Oh.
I can't let you ruin what I've built.
Oh,
He got nicked by it.
that was close.
This ends when you yield or die. Just stand still. The elements bend to me.
Ooh. He's going the other way. He's going the other way. Ow. Wow. We don't have any weapons though. Oh,
Is that a
here
shadow
we go.
glitch? I got a charge.
That's nothing but an annoyance.
Ow.
The glitch is forming.
We're charging it up. Here we go. Mash.
I order you to stop!
Oh.
Oh,
He didn't like that. Head back for the glitch.
I won't let 20 years of my life be ruined by you two.
that was close. I thought I was gonna do. Oh, okay.
Zoe,
Yo.
we can load. We can fight back.
Yo.
Why won't you stop?
Oh. Spirit gun.
My machine is more important than your lives. Stand still, insects. I'll crush you like I crushed all my rivals.
Shoot him.
Only I saw the potential.
Did we get him? I don't know.
Nah, it's phase one.
I rise, you fall.
from the top rope.
Yeah, he really did kind of drop the elbow on us. Oh, I'm in knight's armor now.
Oh, I'm in like fantasy armor and sci-fi.
Yeah, I don't know if you are. Maybe you're in like.
If you're there, and I'm here, how does this make sense?
Oh God, look at the camera.
Oh,
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hang on, wait.
Wait.
Does us crossing over move it? Yeah, see? It's centered
We
around
can't-
us. We gotta stay even.
Oh my.
'Cause you're trapped in that. I think you're in like wasteland kind of gear, not fantasy.
Probably.
So now, yeah, you swap over. Yeah, we're,
I don't.
we're locked in our zones.
My
and so...
brain is gone right now, dude. What?
Oh, man.
This is like the fourth dimension kind of nonsense.
Look, we're gonna have to spin.
Push!
Spin it. Spin our worlds together. That's cool.
World's gone. Oh.
Yeah, here, catch up with me.
Will we ever escape?
It's not blocked on your
have
end,
to.
so you can get through. And then I bet this isn't blocked on my end. There you go. And then I'm up here. Oh, it's a lot of thorns on my end. Oh. Okay, here we go. Run through when you're ready, and I'll catch up to you because I don't want to
Yeah.
obliterate you.
Oh. Okay, I do something here.
I do something here. Oh. And then hang on. Oh.
Oh, and then you jump across, maybe.
Oh. Okay. I understand now. Thought I was jumping on the tongue itself, not the. Oh, turtles versus spikes, huh? So I gotta get off them before they get to your end.
You're mine.
So you have to
Oh, I
move
don't
with
think-
me.
Wait.
You have to move with me because we can't rotate each other's
Yeah.
view. Nice. Okay.
My brain.
Seriously, tripping me out. Yep.
Yep.
My senses are being tested.
Oh, side scrolling now.
Before it was cool as a gimmick. Now it's like part of the difficulty.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, it was part of the puzzle, no matter what. But yeah, it's getting a lot more complicated how we deal with this. We are now having to manage the split between us instead of it doing it for us.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, we're on opposite sides, eh?
I already told you, stop pursuing the glitches!
Oh. We're both in sci-fi gear. Oh no, you just you.
Crazy.
You're in your ball suit.
We were so close. There's gotta be
Uh-oh.
another glitch around.
Oh.
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 Wait, what's?
Uh.
What? What? What?
I hate
Uh-oh.
piranhas.
Ow. Okay. Look out. Okay. Now they're really having fun with the screen. Okay, follow it. It's the piranhas from before.
Oh God.
Whoa.
I reign supreme!
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. It's all different things. Lava from my zone's blades.
The void.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh no.
Oh. 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 Oh.
I got it.
Zoe.
Uh-oh. 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 Lock in.
It's gonna reverse on it. Watch.
Oh man.
I can feel it.
I'll go this way. There we go. Now I'm in the fantasy zone. Oh boy.
Oh. Ends up here ripping realities apart.
Where are we now?
What the hell is this place?
A sword.
It's fantasy.
Holy shit!
Really think you can get away with this? You will burn!
Uh-oh.
I'm a god here!
Oh.
Meet your maker!
Uh-oh. Wow.
okay.
It does
Does
enemies
the whole
off
thing.
of it, yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Got it.
No
After this one.
glitch will save you now.
What do we get now?
Oh.
Oh,
Cyber swords.
yeah. Parry!
I parried
Bro,
the
just-
nuke. Oh.
Just like Elden Ring. Oh.
Oh, we're shooting.
It's got nothing on
All right, not what I thought.
Limit cuts.
Oh, okay.
Shooting sharks and laser beams.
Laser sharks! Laser sharks!
He's got laser
Sharknado!
sharks. He's got a trident. Oh man.
Gods don't bleed. Kneel before me. My universe is
Yeah,
limitless.
rules of nature.
Oh look. Look. You can jump high now. So we're going through like both, right? We're going through sci-fi and fantasy.
Oh,
He's doing sci-fi stuff now. You're in our world now.
Death by meteor.
Is it over? Phase 3.
uh-oh.
Now what?
Transform into a giant mech.
That's an interesting effect on the bending of the screen, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, Zoe! Down here!
Uh-oh.
How did you get in there? I don't know!
Not
Am
the
I
best
in it?
question to ask. Doesn't matter. I think you might be
Yeah.
inside the screen, yeah. And I'm looking at the screen.
Oh.
Oh!
Don't stress!
Yo,
it's like a
you're in the
CRT.
game. I'm watching the game on the screen.
Whoa!
See ya? I just stomped on the
Cool.
screen to do that for you.
Keep that up!
Oh, that's crazy.
This is going haywire.
That's cool. Now we're getting extra meta.
Do you see an end to...
Okay.
Okay.
You good?
A little help, Zoe? Leave it to me!
You can platform on them, but I gotta build the platforms for you.
Stay out
Okay, I
of
don't need to
my way.
break all of them, but I need to break some of them for you.
Focus! Keeping it cool!
Some of them it seems like maybe it's beneficial for me not to break too.
Yeah.
I gotta kind of think about it.
Especially when I'm so high up, I have like a good vantage point to...
Yeah, to jump to the next one.
I think you're in the clear!
This is
Oh, she's coming after me. Yeah, they're absolutely just flexing. Like, look at all the cool shit we can do in this last sequence.
I would know.
Zoe!
Mia's in the nth dimension.
Wait. Yeah, I'm on your Switch. I'm inside the Nintendo Switch. I'm on your Steam Deck.
You got big! Oh,
Whoa, whoa. All right.
I'll get you out!
You gotta, yeah. You changed the physics for me too. Look at the way Zoe leans, eh? Like.
Bro, switch controls.
Ah! All right, knock me the other way. Ah!
Down there?
Yeah, look at the physics of how she leans, eh? Also, you're ringing the
Oh.
bell in the background too. They
Oh my God, I am,
They
right,
really
yeah,
are
they're
just absolutely flexing. Man, they're just absolutely flexing on like every other game. They're just like, look at all cool shit we can do. That's such good attention to detail. That's so unnecessary, but so good.
Yeah.
All right. So you gotta kind of time me through this. We'll go. Yeah. Here we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Saw blade. Uh-oh. 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 It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, you're still ringing that bell,
How
eh?
much more can this simulation handle?
All right, here we go. Oh,
Oh, now we're in.
smashed right through into fantasy.
Let me raise this with you inside.
Uh-oh.
On it! On it!
Okay, I got back on. Okay, here we go. Ah! Keep going, I'm good. Oh, we're going back into sci-fi, here we go.
He's back!
Oh,
Stop!
yeah, you gotta move that with me. And then up, and then you'll have to go back the other way, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again.
There's a glitch above you!
Here we go, here we go.
Surprise!
Ow, what?
Watch as I kill you with your own creations.
Take your best shot!
Our own creations, huh?
A strange parking garage.
It's the parking attendant. Look out! Oh. Ow! Got
Oh
me when I
god.
was in midair.
Okay, good. You did a good job with that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. He's not playing around.
Okay. We got cocky.
Oh, right on me.
You still have a
Oh, okay. The rocks were hitting me too. That's what I wasn't noticing.
Oh god.
Wait, I'm back. I'm back. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
He's
follow the
face.
hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The glitch is ready, let's go!
You can't use that against me. That's a metaphor from my grief.
Copyright.
Will do the trick! Take him down!
Oh. Here we go. What do we got this time?
Yeah, what is this?
Attack! Good stuff!
Oh, girl! The girls!
He's just shaking them out of the story, eh? That's so cool.
Eradicate!
Oh, now what?
Oh!
It's the big boy ripping his head off. Oh, yeah, the skipping rope laser.
Oh god.
Got it.
Scaling up trauma.
Scaling up trauma.
Come on, man. You gotta know you're the bad guy at this point, right? Oh.
Oh, the turtle! Turtle!
Turtle! He's bringing his knives back. Oh. It's the Mario Party minigame again. That's a physical thing you can go on the other side of, eh? Look. I can see the arena when it's in fantasy and there's nothing in it.
Overclocking machinery.
The saw blade boys.
Gifts from
Oh!
Uh-oh.
party.
Party time.
Your trolls, my army. Don't do this to me.
We got you, buddy. We got you. Phase 17.
Yeah, right.
After him!
Here we go.
This is not happening. What's
Oh.
going on?
Oh,
I'm between worlds. Come on, dude, just dodge. We've been doing this the whole game. Come on, it's not that bad.
Help me, son.
Come on, buddy. He's just getting bodied.
Stop this. You understand nothing.
Yo, look, we're going through everything. Even the farmyard thing.
oh, he's like
Oh.
split.
His fiction is split now, buddy. Welcome
Yeah,
to
the
our
split
world.
We did it.
Enough already. This is my creation, my dream.
No, it's not.
No one, not you or you, will stand in my way.
Get ready to flank him!
Oh, that was cool.
Get him!
They just did that camera shot to flags. Oh. Crush him between our fictions.
Stop this right now.
My machine!
No, the machine! We both just got like nosebleeds going down our chest.
I know, right? Just
Completely.
seizures. Running like 115 fevers.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
Ultra meta. We're still in the machine.
This is
is
his.
his
This is his
Yeah.
fiction. Yeah, the fiction where.
It's subconscious. Yeah.
Machine. My life's work. You ruined everything.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, save it for the biography.
Hey, let's get the hell out of here.
Absolutely.
Everyone else is like, what the fuck? Like what?
Yeah, to everybody else, this facility just started collapsing in on us for no reason. And
One
we
dude-
walk out of there like, let's get out of here.
One dude's book is a heavy self-insert into his dream world, and he's like, "Let me back in!" You know, he's like, "I want to go back
I want to
in.
go back.
I let me back in."
I don't care if the building's on fire.
It's like his dream isekai life.
We should write a book about all of this.
So true.
Huh.
That'd be meta. So
Maybe we should.
Yeah. They're gonna collab on a book, and it's gonna be a big bestseller.
maybe they make a game about it.
Yeah, that's what this is. Kind of an inverse of the opening shot, eh?
Yeah. To be fair, he did
Oh,
name the entire company after himself.
Yeah, so he
which,
deserves to be at fault for all of it.
yeah, that's a big clue right there.
Oh,
Aw,
he did pass away.
man.
Even the outfits we're wearing here are very.
He was still alive whenever they were in there, though, wasn't he? I don't think she ever said if he passed. She just said that he was sick
Never was comfortable
Yeah.
in these type of clothes.
I think he passed
So
after, yeah.
impractical.
after. Yeah.
It's a release party, not a heist.
Release party.
Look at that suit.
Look what I picked up.
Oh my god.
This one.
Oh my god. Cool cover though. For a book.
Dad, I got published.
How are you?
I'm good.
He's proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm telling you, our book is brilliant. We are brilliant. Shall we? The main guests can't be late to their own release party.
Wish us luck. Still, though, I can't believe we named it Split Fiction.
But
Meta.
was that your suggestion? As a working title, not the official title. It's actually great.
Writers are being meta. Stop them.
Fiction. It sounds cool.
I guess. So, how do you think our book will be received?
My gut feeling tells me we're gonna be alright.
Alright or great?
Does it matter? At least we've got each other. Best friends forever!
Sometimes I forget how close you are.
Come on, bestie.
Who even says bestie?
I do.
And little kids.
Oh, I can live with that.
I'm not surprised.
You know, you can say it too.
No.
You know you want to.
Stop it.
Just embrace your inner kid.
Fine. My bestie, alright? Happy now.
Oh, see, we can say it. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry now.
Yeah. Kept one-upping themselves until the end.
Right till the end, yeah.
Right to the end, which
I
is
mean,
crazy.
We all had a feeling they would, but
Yeah. Well, that's such a hard thing to achieve.
pull off, yeah.
You know? Yeah, because like most games like peak at some point. They don't kind of continue to climb. Whereas this game just kept climbing to the end, I feel like.
Yeah, they just never ran out of ideas.
No, I know. It's just like, oh.
I feel like that's probably
yeah.
if you ran the data on these streams, that's probably the most said thing across all these streams is just both going whoa in time. But yeah, it's just another banger from Hazelight, man. They really don't miss.
Yeah, really great game. I think a solid contender for Game of the Year.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd say it's probably my front runner unless I play something else that beats it. I always lose track of like what actually came out in what year, so there's probably some other really good thing I'm forgetting, but
Expedition 33 is probably its biggest competitor right now.
Yeah, I can't speak on that because I haven't played it yet, but
you should. I highly recommend it. I think you'll like it a lot if you like turn-based games, but
probably.
Yeah, what a great game. I like that we called it with the river.
Yeah, look at these media literate streamers.
Yeah.
How's that for media literacy, chat?
Yeah, this is certified media literate.
Yeah, this is very good, pretty much across the board.
John Walden, Gustav Grefberg, music.
I mean, I kind of always had the feeling they were going to do this, but I will say I'm glad that there was like sort of kind of two narratives going on at the same time.
It was a good ending, Foge. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
Very satisfying.
Yeah, you're right. It was very satisfying. But as I was saying, like, it would be really easy to just like focus in on the whole like our stories are being stolen as like the narrative, right?
That was like a side piece. Yeah, not even really. Yeah.
But that was more of the backdrop to like processing a bunch of trauma that they had not processed.
Yeah, they took a unique scenario and used it to like not only become good friends but also better themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think,
which is really interesting because most games, you're right. Most games would be about how do we stop this guy from stealing our stuff and just focus solely on that and not even consider delving into like personal emotional avenues. Yeah
well, I mean, it's like what I always say about like writing, where you have to do your like your plot is like the things that are happening, and you can choose to like really narrow in on your plot and like just constantly explore it, but it'll always hit a little harder if you're like doing something emotionally that mirrors through your plot. And so having that like second kind of story for each of them, with each of them processing something different, made all of the like mechanics hit a lot better. And I think that's something that Hazelight in particular are really good at, making the fact that it was a video game matter as well. Because a lot of times, like, you know, any other dev might just be like, okay, now here's the cutscene where it's sad, and you do the story, right? And you watch the cutscene, and then, okay, now to go do a gameplay part where you're fighting some monsters, right? But I think that Hazelight is always really good at making use of their medium. And so the video game side of it actually has an impact, like getting us to do specific things that have like a meta-narrative or thematic sort of support to it. Like in the subconscious sections, what we were doing, right? Like if you think about the subconscious Mio section, you were forming a boat that was carrying me around, right?
Yeah.
Which sort of not only mirrors what you then do for Zoe in your section where you're still carrying her, but also it's like Mio carrying like the weight of her family's debts, of like her father, and like, so like there's a lot of like meta text going on that makes it very satisfying. So utilizing your gameplay mechanic to actually tell your story and support your story is like supposed to be the point of video games.
True,
of making it playable, right? Rather than just like, here's the cutscene.
Well, and then there's also like the literal portion of it where towards the end, where the physical placing of the screen, of like it being split screen, played a significant part, where we were like affecting each other's worlds and doing stuff like that in our own little, you know, section of game world.
Which,
yeah,
I
what
mean,
a masterclass.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think there was a single moment where I don't think there was a single moment where I wasn't bored, or where I was bored, because I wasn't, and where I wasn't looking forward to what was coming next. Because like I feel like most games lull a little bit, and I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. But like with this game, I was more so like, I'm really excited to see what they do next, because this is so cool.
Exactly.
Like, where do they go from here? So it's a really, I don't know. You could just feel like the passion of like their game making is palpable. Like you could feel it. You know what I mean? They take a lot of pride in their product.
Oh yeah,
and
you can definitely feel that they are like, when they finish it, they're like, okay, we made a fun thing that we want other people to experience, and yeah, you can definitely feel it like shine right through that they obviously care about the project for sure. Which you can feel that in all their games.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, Foja, it's like, it's not even like they became friends because they related to each other in a way, and like, it was like a series of, it was like an untimely event where they both ended up at that place in some incredibly advanced technology where they were literally inserted basically into each other's minds. And so like they saw themselves at literally their most vulnerable state, because like, including their subconscious, which is like, you know, like physically, like a physically created subconscious, which is insane to think about.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where like they couldn't like look away anymore, you know? Both of them kind of had things that they were sort of looking away from, and it sort of forced them into the position, which again, that's what your plot should do for your characters, right? When you write a character, you want them to have like something wrong with them, like that fundamental flaw that needs to be addressed by the story. And they can, you know, sometimes in like a darker story, they'll double down and they'll get worse, right? But you want something to change throughout your plot. And so what your plot's function is, right? Your plot's function is force the characters to face the thing that's flawed in them. And then they have to change, because if you can't get around it, you have to change. You can get worse maybe, but you can get better as well. Zoe's centipede dad and Zoe's centipede mom in the credits is funny.
Yeah. The story itself, it's kind of weird to say, but I don't like the overarching story of the game. What, like, and we kind of touched on this a little earlier, but it wasn't beating Raider and like the corpos. Yeah. It was more, that was like an underlying theme that was the result of us getting through the machine, which also allowed for not only to become good friends, or Zoe and Mio to become good friends, but to also have a chance to like solve that puzzle of like underlying trauma within each character.
But I also think that in the meta as well, doing that is what essentially acts as the foil to Rader's like worldview, right? His
Right,
idea that
yeah.
you can just take stories like willy-nilly and it doesn't matter, just steal the idea and then you'll be able to create a successful story. That's not what matters. What matters is like the underlying human emotion that was behind that story, right? And that's what comes through in the story. And so by going through those like traumatic experiences and growing from them, they're sort of creating the type of story that actually affects people.
Well,
So
it's kind of ironic
sort
too.
by just doing that, they were sort of creating, showing that they were actual creatives that were creating a story that matters to people or affects people rather than just like empty stories. So in a sense, they are like foiling him literally.
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic because he was trying to steal ideas for stories, but then beating him literally too. They published they published the entire series of events into a book that just so happened to be called Split Fiction, which is kind of a little nod on the nose, but
Which even though like it does even like speak to the idea of storytelling of like sometimes opposition can create good stories, right?
True.
Like I mean you see it even with like directors struggling with like working in the desert on a movie and stuff like that, right? Like just sometimes the struggle is what creates the like creativity and the interesting ideas.
That extra oomph, yeah.
And so it's almost like his opposition, him acting as like essentially a villain, is what created their story in the end.
Well, yeah, it's like we said before. Like all of this happened because Raider wouldn't let Mio go.
Yeah,
like
he
literally
just let her go, and then
yeah. So it's like his own hubris
blackmailed
brought his downfall. Yeah, so it's basically.
Which again, meta narratively, he is sort of the representative of both ends of their problems, right?
Yeah.
Because he won't let her just go. He refuses to let it go, even throughout the whole story. He refuses to let us just like get out, right? He's too attached. He won't let go, like Zoe. And then you look at like his like him allowing the thing that he desires and the thing he's trying to achieve, getting money, right? Which is what Mio's motivation is, right? He lets that turn him into like the darker side of him, and he gets that god complex and that if I don't succeed, you have to die for it. And so like he represents like both dark sides of the two characters as well.
Yeah, I think Raider as a character had a hard time coming to terms with the fact that he's just not a creative person.
Yeah, I mean, you see people like
he
that.
Names it. True. Yeah.
The executive, the CEO, the corpo that sort of doesn't quite. Their brain just doesn't work the same way, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of creatives struggle with monetary stuff because they don't have their brain work that way, and so like it's just different people. But it's like the idea that like, well, let's corporatize, let's like industrialize almost like the creative process is sort of what robs it of a lot of its value, and
which
so
is
it's like
it's an oxymoron. Yeah.
By trying to make creative stuff more successful, you can ruin what makes it sort of that lightning in a bottle in the first place.
Hint, modern state of gaming, but corporatizing creativity doesn't unfortunately mesh well.
You see it everywhere, like writing by committee and stuff like that, and like all sorts of stuff. So there's definitely a lot going on in the game. It sets it up very simply in the beginning, but it definitely has a ton going on.
No, it really does.
Which
there's a lot of
it takes two. So
it's really like it's surprisingly deep.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to think about, and the more you think about, the more connections you make, and it all makes sense. It's all logical.
That's what I was saying before, together. Where the same with It Takes Two, where if you play it a second time, or you watch somebody else play it after you've played it or something, you really notice like that a lot of the little lines of dialogue, or even just like the little mini games you're playing, or side stories in this one, probably like a ton of it is very, very purposeful. They didn't accidentally or just because they thought it was funny put an idea in. A lot of it is very purposeful. Sometimes you do some weird thing just because it's fun, but no. Did that happen automatically, or did you leave?
That did automatically.
Okay.
It kicked me back to the main menu after the credits.
I see. I was just curious. But all very like purposeful reincorporation. You definitely get a lot of it like on the second viewing, of like, you understand a lot of the lines people say. I imagine a lot of Zoe and Mio's lines make even more sense when you watch it back.
Yeah, with how obvious Hazelite's attention to detail is, and like a lot of minor things, I would not be surprised if they input things like maybe closer to the beginning or halfway before you fully grasp the entire, story of both characters, like in regards to their history or traumas, where like you could make this connection. Oh, okay, that makes more sense now of why she did this, said that.
Which I will say, since this is a game about writers, that is like the benefit, and that's the process of being a good writer, and that's the benefit of you write your first draft, right? You get all the way through it, you understand now your characters, and then you go back to the beginning and you rework the dialogue to make more sense for that character that you now understand by the end of it. And so a lot of people don't do that second draft. It feels like a lot of things nowadays don't get the benefit of that second draft, where there's all sorts of like glaring continuity or like logical problems to their plots, but also just like characters don't make sense. They don't behave like the character at the end at the beginning. Like, now you can have your character change, but I mean, like, a lot of times they'll have the character like start to exposit that deeper backstory, but then when you look back on them at the beginning, or if you replay the game, then you go, well, that doesn't really jive with what I actually know about this character. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I mean, I've talked about this at length, but Baldur's Gate 3 is very, very guilty of that. And so this is a really good example of how that actually should work, where your character just, as you play through, you should go, that's why they're behaving that way, right? Rather than, well, hang on, wait a sec.
And that kind of adds all back into just the overall depth of like the game and the writing and the gameplay, and I'm very curious on where they go from here. I'm very curious.
It's just kind of one big question mark, huh?
Because
they could do anything.
Because if you look at their past, like their history, right, starting with brothers, and then going to A Way Out, like A Way Out, I feel like Split Fiction was a bit closer to It Takes Two than it is to A Way Out.
I agree with that.
So I'm very curious if they're gonna try to maybe pivot back towards like A Way Out, like a formula similar to A Way Out, or if they're gonna try
I wouldn't be unhappy with that. I
wouldn't either. I
trust whatever they do. So I think probably, I think It Takes Two and Split Fiction are kind of a little bit better games, like playing, than A Way Out. Like they just feel more fun to play second to second.
I agree.
But with the stuff that they've learned from doing these two, I'd be absolutely happy to see them go back to like an A Way Out style thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we know that no matter what they're gonna do, it's gonna be co-op and it's gonna be fun.
The bar's high. They keep climbing. So the pressure will undoubtedly be on for sure.
I mean, let's be honest though, even if they miss and make a game that's like 70% as good as this, then they're still
gonna be.
So
It's still gonna
be. So
yeah.
But yeah, let's just hope that nothing behind the scenes happens, because that can sometimes gut companies.
True.
Weird monetary issues. I mean, fraud, like crazy things happen. Like buildings can get set on fire. Like all sorts of bad things can happen. So I just hope that they can get to continue doing what they're obviously very passionate about, and nothing gets in their way.
I know they're published by EA.
Yeah.
So I really hope
which
EA
which actually makes this narrative even funnier.
It's a little like, oh, it was made in Unreal 5. I did not know. Like, game played really smooth except for that one little portion that I had.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed the odd little Unreal stutter. There's like the Telltale Unreal Engine stutter, Unreal 5. So I noticed that occasionally, but it did run very smooth. A lot of it obviously had to be very optimized because some of the stuff that they were pulling off in that last section.
With the split realities and stuff like that was insane.
But so clearly it was well optimized. It looked good too. It like had a good art style. Like it's not just enough to like make your game realistic, You gotta kind of
I just
cool
think
visual style.
I think that's the issue. I think that's a lot I think some games benefit from more resources getting poured into like graphical realism, but I
Yeah.
feel like most
Not every
games
game.
don't need that. Yeah, like a good art style, if it looks good, great. But it doesn't. Not every game needs like graphical.
Yeah, I would say even for this game, they probably leaned away from trying to go too hard into the graphics. Like it's obviously
Yeah,
not like cutting edge,
yeah.
like crazy graphics, And I think that
Well, I
makes
mean,
sense because it's important to make this gameplay smooth,
there was literally that one portion that was like pencil sketch, like black and white. So, um,
Yeah,
I 100% agree.
I feel like behind the scenes, or maybe even it's that Joseph Fares guy, but I feel like at a certain point, they obviously are having fun working at the company, but also like it feels like they don't say no to a lot of ideas, or at least they try them.
Some of the stuff in that game was so off the wall and just like, who could have thought of this? Like, yeah, I believe
It
that.
feels like obviously I'm just purely speculating, but it feels like they have a good culture of like suggestions at their company because it feels like no
Yeah.
matter what they start to throw out, they'll be like, well, let's try to make that work. Oh, you want a pinball section? Let's try to make that work.
Yeah, it's just,
All right, now
I
you're
don't know.
playing Metroid. Now we're doing split screen stuff. Now we're platforming. Like, okay, now there's a whole section that's a sketch, and then they go,
Yeah,
okay,
now-
but what if at the end we make it a 3D sketch instead? Why
Yeah.
not? Let's do it.
And then let's
it was
have-
14 seconds that we were in the 3D section part, but they just did it just cause.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
For the cool little moment where you realize we're going into 3D. That's purely why.
It definitely felt like the dev team, like, not only was very passionate, but had a lot of fun in making the and that, like, from the gameplay to like all the different, because they rarely reused ideas in the game as well, maybe a handful of times, but for like general, like,
I think
general stuff.
it wasn't, yeah, but it didn't feel like reusing because we couldn't think of anything. It felt like reusing because we want to recontextualize and build on that concept,
Yeah, it made sense. Yeah.
And yeah, like Chad's saying, for having so many wild ideas all packed into one thing, it's really cohesive.
Yeah, no, nothing felt out of place. Nothing felt jarring. If anything, the only thing that felt jarring was my mind being blown by like just changes in perspective, and that was like, that started from the beginning, all like when I was upside down and you were right side up, all the way to
right away.
like the literal game being split in two by settings, and it made my brain think there's like two different monitors. So it's like.
Yeah, it is kind of honestly a little remarkable how many times they made us like kind of have to rethink how we were approaching stuff. Because typically, you have those moments in your game where you go, oh, okay, I have to think about this completely differently than I was thinking. But then you kind of get used to it, right?
Yeah.
But it is kind of remarkable just how many times we had to like completely rethink what we were doing. And like,
Yeah, I could felt my.
yeah, you really feel your brain bending. I'm sure it's a little bit of a different experience for chat watching a stream than playing it, but like there is multiple moments where we both. I know Blue was voicing it maybe more than I was, but like a lot of the time it's just like, oh man, like your brain just kind of has to like catch up for a second. You feel like
my
lag,
synapses we're being created. I could feel, it's like. Well, because we had to maneuver too. Like chat's watching, we're having to maneuver through this world.
Yeah, your perspective's
are going
changing. You're trying
God.
to comprehend what you have to do in the puzzle, all while like keeping your character out of danger and stuff. Yeah, you really are like doing like multiple things at once, and it really breaks your brain sometimes. But in like a really satisfying way, because when you make it click together, like the bits where we were like spinning the split screen and stuff, and it was all clicking together, it was super satisfying to do all that.
That's pretty wild.
And I said this in like the last stream, but I feel like it's easy to just be like, okay, let's do a bunch of different games in our game, right? But it's a lot harder to actually do each of them well.
True. Yeah, 100%.
And I think they clearly understand what like makes certain types of games fun as well. And it feels like they're not doing it just purely to like, like Zoomer brain, ADHD, let's do something different just cause. Like they're doing it because they just want to play fun other things. They want to mix up the gameplay. Like it's clear that they actually like the different ideas that they're doing. And they do them very purposefully. So like it never feels like, well, that third person shooter section was a little boring, or we just kind of jumped like we were playing Mario for 2 seconds. That was kind of boring. Like it always feels like there's something else going on that like makes it fun.
I can't help but feel like there's so much that happened in this game that they did so well that other studios would have struggled immensely at like.
I mean, there
Like,
are
at
other
every
studios that would struggle to do one idea that these guys did.
No, I know. That's what
And
I
they
mean.
did-
Like,
they
I
did
just
20,000 ideas in this game.
yeah, it's just like, man, that's. And like in retrospect, it really wasn't in development for that long because It Takes Two came out in 2021. Split Fiction came out in 2025, so it's only in development for like 4 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like it wasn't like they spent like 20 years just on this one game. This was just kind of like, we're moving on to our next project. All right, here it is. Like it came out surprisingly fast, I think, I was surprised when they announced Split Fiction. I was like, I thought it'd be another year or two.
Yeah, like
After
in
Takes
regards
Two.
to like modern development cycles, relatively short. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I felt it was speedy when they announced this. I was like, oh man, that's like already? I thought it'd be like another 2 years out or something.
So
But
they must have had just like a great vision for it from the start. And
I guess
knew
so.
exactly what they wanted to do, and
Yeah, I feel like we may be witnessing some kind of generational talent going on here. Because, you always look back at like, oh man, like that one game dev or that one like director or something just kind of kept putting out bangers. And you're like, oh man, what was in the water back then? But like, I think we might be like sort of witnessing that in real time because like they really don't miss these devs.
oh yeah, because like
Pretty much everything they put out has been like genuinely very good.
yeah, for sure. Because I mean, Brothers, I feel like is lesser known, but I did play Brothers, and I felt it was a very moving game.
Oh yeah, no, like for a first thing, it's like obviously way smaller in scale, but like it's phenomenal.
It was a great game, great game. I never played A Way Out, but I heard great things about it. It Takes Two. Everyone knows It Takes Two.
A Way Out is super fun.
Yeah.
A Way Out is where they started to realize like it's really fun to just put like a bunch of little mini games and just like little things to do, right? Like in A Way Out, you're like breaking into somebody's house to steal clothes and a car and stuff to get away on your heist or on your escape from jail. But like while you're doing that, you can just try on different hats and stuff, and the characters comment on it. Like just little things like that. You can sit down and play the banjo in those people's house while you're robbing them. Like just all sorts of like fun little concepts. And I think that's where they started to realize, okay, this is really fun. And then they went crazy with it in It Takes Two and actually made like mini games. And then they really started to go nuts with it here, where there were whole side levels.
Yeah, Split Fiction, I feel like they dialed it to 11.
Absolutely, yeah. They're really good at boss battles too, to be honest. For a game that doesn't necessarily need to have like really good bosses, they were all really fun.
What would you say was your favorite boss?
I don't know. They were all really good.
True.
The dentist was cool. The dentist was very memorable. And that was completely optional.
The dentist was very memorable. I think Zoe's boss, the Hydra, was probably the most emotionally moving, especially with Mio becoming like the guiding light.
Yeah.
At that one portion.
I really, that visual was really powerful because we were both looking at each other's screens, but you were sort of like just that light in the darkness. But from my perspective, you were way off in the distance and I could see you. And my screen was almost completely black except for your little light in the distance.
Suffering in the dark, yeah.
Yeah, that little moment there was very well set up. And even just like side scrolling towards each other to connect the two things was cool.
But I also did like Mio's boss of me assuming control of the boss to set up the attack on your side. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that just mechanically was really neat of like you being inside the boss and doing that and then picking to use the attack that lets somebody else help you. And then the endings of both were good. We were speculating in the last stream. We were like, I wonder if Zoe's will do a similar thing with like the QT at the end, and they did do the same thing. So obviously very intentional. which
Yeah.
I mean they've kind of done that in their past games as well, with the stuff you do mechanically having more of a narrative theme. But those were two
Man.
particularly potent ones. I think the
Dude.
realization that we both had of you having to give in there and lose on
Yeah, because we
purpose.
failed. Yeah, because we failed the first time because I kept mashing. Yeah.
And so I think that's what makes video games so interesting, though, is because like we naturally discovered
Mash,
the exact
yeah.
same thing that Mio did, right?
Yeah.
Like it's set up so that you both mash, and then you realize at the same time that the character does that you have
I gotta let go.
you have to
Yeah.
give in and let somebody else help you.
Our playtime was about 13 hours, and thinking back on the playtime, dude, so much.
Yeah,
Like so much happened in those 13 hours of playtime.
I keep feeling like I forgot half of it just because there was so much stuff that we did.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's like, oh yeah, we did that, and then oh yeah, there was the Elvis monkey that we did the dance off with. And it's like, oh yeah, we had the game show with the bombs. It's like, oh yeah, there was that one like wave rider level with the jet skis and the giant octopus squid.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's so much.
Yeah, just really well thought out.
Really good.
Again, they kind of just fire on all cylinders. The music was really good. I actually want to go and like listen to the soundtrack like on its own.
Yeah.
A lot of times there's so much stuff happening that you get the feeling of the music, but you can't like listen for like the detail.
You can't taste it. You can't really like savor in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't savor it, but you're tasting it in a sense, right? Like you're getting the emotion they're trying to portray, but you're not always like hearing where certain melodies come back into play. And so I sometimes like if I noticed while I'm playing something or even watching a movie, like, oh, this music's pretty good, then I'll go back and like just listen to the music. And I kind of want to do that here because there's some really good little bits. The softer like piano themes that would come in were really nice. Also, they were kind of like muted as well. Like there was like a mute on the piano a little bit, which I thought it made it feel closer to you. Like it made the piano feel like it was kind of inside your head. I've always kind of felt that about like a muted piano. It's like, it just feels like almost a little more intimate. It's like somebody kind of playing in the room that you're in, Whereas like hearing a grand piano in like a hall. And so that kind of like very like personal, you can almost like hear the keys kind of move, was like a really nice touch for like the Ella scene, which was genuinely very sad. That Ella scene was legitimately well done. And very heartbreaking. It was a nice touch that Mio goes out to meet Ella. I thought that was interesting because they could have had it be a moment where like Zoe has to go and do it herself, but I thought it was interesting that she can't, and she kind of collapses, and Mio actually goes out to bring Ella to her, kind of takes the final steps for her.
I thought Ella going to see Zoe, I thought that was a very interesting approach, because normally it's like it's like her subconscious forcing herself to face reality by going to her. So it's like, because she said her heart was ready to heal, so it's like. Yeah, it's like her own subconscious saying, like, forcing herself to come to terms with what happened.
Yeah, but it also like works like in the sense that Zoe would be very conscious of like how much Ella actually loved her, and so there is like that part of her subconscious that would understand that it wasn't her fault, right? And so like that's sort of what's being represented by like Ella, is that Ella that like obviously really loves her is able to like take the steps towards her, because even if she can't herself confront the fact that she feels at fault, but it probably wasn't her fault, there's that part of her subconscious that still would work towards her.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, just a really good game. I was saying back during that moment, but just to expand on that, now that we're not in the middle of a boss fight, I always appreciate that they're always willing to play it straight. It's always easy to get like very irony poisoned and like try to tell a joke or something to like lighten the mood. And I always appreciate that, or even like some writers always feel like they're kind of like allergic to sappiness. They go, oh well, if I do that, it's corny, or if I do that, it's kind of sappy, you know. And I think that they try to avoid that, and they go a little too hard, and avoid what would actually be satisfying for an audience. And so I always appreciate that they are completely unflinching in the eye of being a little bit sappy sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to have, it almost takes like more guts to be a little sappy than it does to like, it's sort of like wearing your heart on your sleeve, you know? It takes a little more guts to do that than to like hide behind like kind of being edgier or being ironic and cutting out the tension with your joke and stuff. It's a little gutsier to just be like, no, this is the meaningful moment, so just bask in it, enjoy it. And they always kind of know when to pull that out. It Takes Two does it, like, you know, with them reconnecting and stuff, there's those moments of like actual, okay, no, we're taking this seriously now. And I think that I appreciate that I appreciate that aspect of their writing. And I appreciate that I just like that they seem so dedicated as a company. Like, it's almost like their company policy to be like, we like to tell stories about how people can get along. It seems like their like MO is what all their games are like, about like connecting with people, you know?
Yeah.
And those who've played It Takes Two, I don't know how much you know about It Takes Two, so or not It Takes Two, but A Way Out. So I'm dancing around A Way Out, but I don't know how much you know about it.
Not much. Which is kind of the.
Well, it's a very interesting one as well. But it kind of does something a little different, but it's still kind of like has the same sort of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And the music's really good there too. Yeah, there's that same sort of like interesting concept. I won't go into it if you don't know, because that game benefits from not knowing much about it. But yeah, A Way Out, very. It's different in its approach, but it sort of gets to the same place in a sense. And so it's very interesting for like a company MO. You don't always see that in like companies, you know, a lot of like, okay, our next game is going to be very different and we'll tell a completely different story. But like, it's interesting that they seem to like always theme their games around like two people learning to get along in whatever context that means.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just kind of works out the way that their like co-op games work, because you know, you don't have to buy the game twice, so you can just invite a friend. There's no committal stuff. It's just like have fun with your friend. But it's also like as you sort of play through the game and you are doing all the puzzles and the mechanics and stuff, like you are actually like, you start to get into sync with that person. Like you just start to kind of like inherently understand when they're going to do certain things, and it just kind of like it enhances the story they're trying to tell.
Yeah, because there were a few times where we didn't even need to like vocally communicate. We just kind of.
Yeah, like certain things help with communication, but like that's also the point as well, right? Like communicating is like a helpful tool to getting along with anybody. And then but there's also times where you're just kind of in sync and you don't have to communicate, because you just kind of are learning to work with a person. And so like their games just sort of support their narratives, which is very smart. Good job, guys.
Yeah, super meta. Ultra meta, one might say. Yeah, it's a great game. Definitely, probably something I would consider a must-play.
Absolutely, If you look at this game and you can think of a person you want to play it with, just go play it with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because absolute blast. I would say that going into this, I expected it to be good, just because I know Hazelight and I've played their past games and I know that they make bangers. But I say it exceeded my expectations. I didn't know it was going to be that good. There was probably a part of my brain that was like, I wonder if it'll get a little stale because it'll be like It Takes Two. And like maybe you'll see some stuff that you've already seen before, but absolutely not. It's not stale at all. It's completely fresh.
I can't. Like I said, there's probably not a single part of the game where I wasn't like invested or looking forward to what was coming next.
Yeah, just overall really good. I do wonder, the side stories were optional, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if it changes stuff if you skip them.
I don't know.
I mean,
That'd be very interesting. Like,
it-
what? Maybe they don't become as close, I guess, is what you're saying, or
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would obviously change your experience as a player for sure, because you know a lot less about the characters, and a lot of stuff that comes back wouldn't have any context. Like, if you got to Zoe's subconscious and saw the mosaics on the wall of her family, you wouldn't have any context for that.
Mhm.
So, but I wonder if it like actually changes what happens in the game, or like certain cutscenes, or what happens to certain characters. I wonder if that
Yeah.
affects it. I mean, it doesn't need to. I wouldn't say that that's like it ruins it if you don't, but like I wonder if it does.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we don't know because nobody skipped them because they're too fun.
Yeah, I feel like everyone just we gotta do
I mean, you gotta. They're so much fun. Well, you gonna say
Max.
no to playing SSX Tricky, competing against your buddy?
True.
And the glider one. Do you remember the glider one in the dam, chasing after the train?
Yeah. The a lot happened.
So much happened.
A lot happened.
I think another thing that was kind of what made it so like compelling to always move to the next thing is that it's never just the gimmick that they're showing you, you know?
Yeah, true.
Like a lot of times they'll be like, okay, here's a side story, here's what you're doing in this side story, but then they always find a way to like twist on that. Like for example, just like, okay, now you're doing jet skis for this escape part. But it wasn't just like we were going left and right and dodging stuff and going on the jet skis. We were also going underwater. And so we had to like do that whole other aspect of like dive down versus be up versus dodge stuff on the surface versus dodge stuff underwater. Like there's always that like second aspect that makes it like more complex and more compelling. Anytime they introduce a concept, it's not just to use that concept, it's to then build on it. Like you kind of discover how they're building on it like very naturally as you play. Like the light one was really cool at the end there in Zoe's subconscious.
Yeah, a
Just
lot
like-
of depth.
Yeah, just conceptually how that works is just like really fascinating for a puzzle. And that feels like one of those things that maybe somebody would suggest, where it's like, okay, so one person creates hard light platforms and the hard light can shine through certain surfaces. And then somebody else would go, that sounds too hard. Let's do something else. But instead, these guys just go, no, let's do it. That's cool. So let's do it.
Yeah, it's we take a centipede with two heads. Each player has a head, and they gotta like swing from wheels through lava.
Those swinging sections were legitimately pretty harrowing. They were kind of hard.
They were, yeah. I feel like 90% of that was just on the fly.
Oh yeah, it was just like we were
Yeah.
operating on pure instinct at a certain point
We were
because
just
you can't really
flinging-
look that far ahead, and by the time you're already on that thing and you can see what's ahead of you, you're already swinging. You just got to do it. And I think there's a nice balance of that too, of like seat of your pants solving the puzzle as you go versus like, okay, now sit back and kind of like think about the puzzle. They kind of keep you back and forth between those two sort of zones quite often, and it makes it not feel like you're stagnating, because sometimes you're doing something on the fly, having to operate instinctively. Sometimes you're sitting back and like discussing how to solve the puzzle with your buddy, right? Sometimes they'll like teach you a concept and then make you do it very rapidly and like change it up while you're doing it. Remember the heist part where with the lasers? Like you were guiding the light and I was jumping through the laser grids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Mio's subconscious.
Yeah. So much.
Just so many segments.
Dragons, we were robots. was like a solid snake portion where I had to like shoot the turret or shoot the cameras that you were sneaking through.
Yeah, that felt like that one segment in MGS2 where you're helping Emma and you're sniping as Raiden.
Yeah.
Just never a dull moment, basically.
No, wow. Yeah, 100. Second.
Structurally, we said this before, but structurally very smart as well to like balance it so evenly. To kind of always be going back and forth between the worlds, and then while you're in that one world, you got side stories from the other person, and it keeps it like very. Never feels like one person is like truly main character, you know?
Yeah, and I also appreciate that there wasn't really a lot of similarities between not just Mio and Zoe, but also their portions of the as well. You know, it wasn't like, you know, Zoe's wasn't fighting herself because of the grief. You know, it was fighting like a representative port, like it was fighting something that represented the grief and not letting go, and that ultimately resulted in her meeting Ella in her own subconscious and helping her let go.
Yeah, it was
Versus
very
Mio's
custom to
100%, yeah, dealing with, you know, the person that she's been imprisoning, that, you know, all the pain and trauma and just negativity that could have turned her into like the person she's been trying to suppress for so long, and that helped her let go of that. So I really do appreciate that they tried to like keep it, you know, unique per character.
Yeah, it was very custom tailored to them
Yeah.
independently. It wasn't like just kind of like copy pasted between the two, which I mean it's the same for the mechanics, right? So nothing was really copy pasted. It was all very custom tailored.
No, yeah.
Mio's was also, it was more conceptually interesting than maybe I was expecting. Mio's subconscious. It had a little more depth than I was maybe anticipating, because you could kind of do a very like simple, like, you know, she's also kind of grieving too, right? And she's struggling with that and stuff. And so they kind of set it up. They almost like kind of they bait you in a little bit, because they're like, which again you have to do that as a writer. They set up their motivations very simply at the beginning, right? And their differences and sort of what their issue is, and then they sort of expand on that slowly, which is smart to do. But yeah, Mio kind of almost like in those two segments with the dragons and the octopus, right? Those are their sort of like two like setup segments for their subconsciouses, because you kind of get introduced to their problem, and then what? So like it's like in their first segment they are talking about their current problem, which is like we're stuck in the thing, and I want money and I want to be recognized as a writer, right? So they're talking about like their initial problem in their first segments, and you go back and forth. And then in the next one, you step forward and now talking about like, okay, there actually is maybe something deeper under the surface that is bothering me. And Zoe is very open to talking about other people's one, but she doesn't actually elaborate on hers, right? And so you get a little bit more of Mio's, and you sort of learn more about Mio's life during that segment, but Zoe actually like kind of purposefully holds back. And then then you sort of step forward again into the next two segments, which are then the subconsciouses. And then Mio's actually takes a bit of a turn, because it's not about like, you know, just grieving over the dad. It's like actually more centered on her, and like how all of those bad things could turn you into like a completely unrecognizable person who just cuts everybody off and is almost cruel towards yourself, cruel towards other people, that kind of thing, which is like a more interesting concept to do with that. It goes a little more in depth, and I appreciated that. Yeah, a very very well structured, very interesting. I'll have to chew on.
Yeah, I mean, again, it all just circles back around to the game is surprisingly for what it is the more you think about it, the more you can make connections, and it all kind of like really it fits together really well. You can just kind of like, like in regards to like the symbolism and what things represent, kind of has like flow goes on. Extremely well written
Yeah, absolutely.
overall. You think like I don't know. I guess maybe you think like I guess it's just extremely rare, but it's like I guess you normally don't think, you don't put wow, this is such a fun game with wow, this is such an emotionally deep game with a lot of interconnecting bits that kind of make sense and flow well together. Like I feel like generally if
They
a
tend to
game is
lean
not
away from each other. Yeah.
yeah, like they're kind of more mutually exclusive, but this game they're right alongside each other the entire time, and they progress on both aspects throughout the entire game, and it fits together really well, and they did a really good job.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I keep saying, it is really just firing on all cylinders. Because sometimes you have like a game that has a really good story that you're interested in seeing what happens next, but sometimes in the gameplay segments you're just like, okay, I get it. There's another wave of enemies, right?
Yeah, it's
And
another
so like,
hack slash beat 'em up portion, yeah, kind of
yeah,
deal. But
okay, now I sneak by these guys. Now I kill this group of enemies. I get it. And so sometimes you're kind of like playing it just to see how the story ends, and sometimes you're just playing a game because it's really fun, like a Mario game or whatever, right?
yeah,
And so it's not always that like you meld together those, but also the third layer of that is that the gameplay mechanics also enhance the story as well. Like the actual physical things you're doing on the controller are enhancing the story. So like you don't always get that Triforce all three.
no, true, yeah, 100%, very rare. I feel like
Very rare, and yet these guys seem to pull it off every time. So
yeah, I can't really think of another game outside of Hazelight that I can recall off the top of my head that was able to.
yeah, I know there's definitely other examples, but off the top of my head, I'm struggling.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, just good job. Fuck the Oscars.
Yeah, man.
Wow. We were kind of right on time. It was a little longer than we expected, but we've also talked for a while. But yeah, kind of dead on for the timing of how much we thought was left. We're in the right ballpark.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Shit.
I think when we were doing that last segment, I looked at the thing and it was like an hour and 50-ish, an hour and 45 or something like that. So I think by the time we finished, it was around 2 hours. Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, because it was Zoe's subconscious.
And then that last segment, yeah.
Right.
I also think these games are surprisingly long for how high the quality is as well. Like often it's really like it'd be easy to make like this game half as long, and you could probably still do it very effectively. But like they're kind of chunky. Like they got a lot to sink your teeth into for how they keep up their quality.
Dude, it was a busy 13 hours. Like
I know,
we were involved for 13 hours straight. Yeah, like there was like a couple little dips where you could where we stood around and kind of took in the backdrops and stuff. Like for the most part, we were moving.
Yeah, there's just kind of always something going on. Even if it's like a fun distraction, there's still something going on.
Yeah, like we stopped at that little wizard village for
seesawing and making potions and kite
that little
racing.
wizard area was surpringly in depth with all the stuff they put in there.
Yeah,
they had the potions, they had the wand. They had
There was a thing you could eat to turn into a balloon. There was the balloons you could collect.
Yeah, the balloons, yeah.
There was the snails you could ride around. There was the potions interacting with other stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's the Elden Ring reference that wasn't directly in, or not the
the Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Yeah, the Souls like
just seemed off to the side.
Yeah, there was nothing else over there. It was just over there. You could rest at the bonfire.
Yeah, it was like moonfire lit.
Might be one of the best co-op games of all time.
I would say so.
If not,
Yeah.
you
I don't
know what I
know.
mean?
I can't think of what else would beat it other than like It Takes Two. You know?
Yeah,
Like I think they're just kind of competing with themselves at this point.
yeah. Well, just in an era where couch co-op is basically dead.
It just it feels
You know-
nice that somebody's carrying that
You know what
torch.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like
But not just
'Cause-
carrying the torch. Like they're not just like continuing
They're-
on. Like they're exceeding every other game that's come before it in that genre. They're innovating on the genre itself. Like they're not just carrying the torch. They're like they're turning the
Yeah.
torch into like an entire electrical system.
yeah, I'm glad they're doing it so well because I think it's also very important for games like this to succeed, to show people that like, no, like this genre isn't dead. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, people still
you just
want.
gotta
this kind of
do
thing.
it well. Yeah.
These guys need to start teaching some seminars or something to other game devs, I think.
Yeah, them and Sandfall, Expedition 33. I don't know. It'd be a hard one for me to pick between this. It's a hard choice.
Yeah, I'll have to play Expedition 33 and see what I think.
Oh, you should. I think you really like it. I
Probably.
really do. If you like, if you could stomach turn-based games, some people don't like turn-based.
I do like turn-based. Sometimes I burn out on long RPGs,
Hmm.
but not because of their quality, more just because like I have a lot of things I need to do. So sometimes you get away from it, and then you have a hard time coming back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I definitely.
But yeah, all in all, very good experience. Highly recommended.
Yeah, man. Thanks for playing it. It's been on my list for a while, but just could never find
Been on mine as well, yeah.
somebody to sit down and play with. I think we're playing Dragon Wild.
Yeah, you're talking about the next Kong stream.
Yeah, the console.
I don't actually know if anybody on any of our streams in any of our audiences between all of us has
one knows.
any concept of what we're talking about when we talk about Kong streams.
No, they
But-
don't.
it's our group chat. We was from
Yeah.
that Kong game I played a while ago. That was, I honestly, it feels a little painful to say this. That was the most popular stream I've ever done. Was Kong, and it always will be probably.
That's awesome, dude. I love that.
That was the most successful VOD that I've ever had. Was Kong.
That's so great. I love
That god awful, terrible King Kong game. It was really funny though. Every once in a while, I stumble across that baby skull clip, and it makes me laugh again. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna do probably another collab some point this week. We haven't picked a day yet.
think it's
Seems
Friday.
like Friday works for everybody. I think if it works for you three, which I'm seeing in the chat here, I believe it works for me. So I think we can say yeah for Friday. Time will probably be around 6, 7, 8, something like that. We'll play Dragon Wilds. Is it RuneScape Dragon Wilds?
But yeah, RuneScape by Jagex. Yeah, they.
Yeah, but it's
like,
not. It's not by the original RuneScape guys, though, right?
It's
they're-
by
they're-
Jagex.
No, but like the original guys,
Oh,
like people.
I don't know if they're still around, dude. That was a long
They-
time ago.
Those guys actually are. I think they were working on Brighter Shores, which is a different game.
Oh, that did come across.
Yeah.
Seen that?
So I think they went and did something else. They don't. I don't know how long they've not worked at Jagex or Jagex or whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
how long they've not worked there, but it's probably a while. But
Probably.
so I think the original guy or guys or people, I don't think they're involved. So it's not like it's like by the original RuneScape devs, but it's by the RuneScape company. and it's like a crafting survival kind of
Seems like it. I've heard good things.
like that Enshrouded game. Is that what it's called? Enshrouded?
Yeah, I think not as. I think it's a bit more of a streamlined game than Enshrouded. Enshrouded was very like open world.
Yeah.
I feel like Dragon Wild's like I think the overarching goal is to like defeat the dragon. So I think everything you do is dragon.
I mean, I'm here for that. I like a more guided experience if it enhances it.
True.
Sometimes if something's a little too open-ended, it kind of loses its sense of like direction, you know? Sometimes it's nice to have a goal to work towards.
I've heard good things about it, so
yeah. I just saw that there was a fairly positive reception to it, so looking forward to playing it. I think I'm just going to be hearing Zoe's voice in my head the whole time, though.
It's Zoe's new book. Yeah, it's
basically.
Yeah. Make Zoe. Character create.
Zoe worked on that game, and Mia worked on like Abiotic Factor.
Actually, that or I'm trying to get Ricky to consider playing Void Crew. Void Crew's pretty fun.
Void Crew, yeah, I saw some people playing that, but I haven't looked into it yet.
You man a spaceship. It's like a roguelite.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Is it like each have like different roles on the ship, or?
Yeah, like one will be the pilot.
Yeah, I like games like that.
Man the gun. One will be like engineer.
Like games where you're basically the cast of a sci-fi space show. Be that something like dark and gritty or like Star Trek or whatever. I like that concept no matter what. Yeah. I mean, I like it in fantasy too, where I just like people working together all with different roles is always a fun idea. Where you're just kind of off doing your own thing, but you have to interact with everybody else's thing.
Try to shop. I think it'd be fun. It's really cool.
Yeah, I do think that would be another good one to play with the Kong crew.
Oh, yeah. We call ourselves the Kongs. It's changed a little bit from my doing.
Kong appreciators, but now it's the Council of Kongs.
Now it's the Council of Kongs, aka Kongs.
The Kongsol. I actually, what is the image that you used there? I can't actually see it.
It's a Mona Lisa with a gorilla face.
It was too small for me to quite see. I could definitely tell it was a gorilla, but I couldn't tell the Mona Lisa part.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
The gorilla face on.
Can't like that.
We gotta involve it. We gotta.
All right.
Select.
Anyways, we'll wrap up here. As for the rest of the week, we'll have that probably Friday stream. Obviously, if anything changes, I will let you guys know. But we'll wrap up Split Fiction here. It was a very good time. Obviously, I think chat had a good time too. We had an amazing time. If you enjoyed watching this game, I highly suggest you play it because it's as much fun as it is to probably watch. It is like 20 times more fun to actually play. So strongly suggest you give it a try. Especially if you know somebody who's not even heard of it. If they know nothing about it, go play it with them because you'll have a blast. Strongly suggest you go check it out for yourself. Very, very good game. Highly recommended. Probably going to be at the very least in my top 3 of games of the year for this year. Unless something I am not thinking of exists or if something comes out to beat it, it might even be my number 1. So comes with the Charlemagne and BlueFinn stamp of approval. Go play it.
10 out of 10. Easy.
Easy, yeah. I'd say pretty easy 10 out of 10. An effortless 10 out of 10. So yeah.
Probably,
what were you going to say?
I was probably one of the only games where I don't really have any gripes.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. Really, just didn't really miss on any degree. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys for Friday probably around 6, 7, 8, sometime in the evening for some Dragon Wilds. And have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Take care and Good night.
Wait, are we live?